Hello, I am Mega Avnator, and I'm here for my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck video. This is a Gravekeeper deck. It's a relatively cheap deck. Good Gravekeeper decks cost between $50 and $70. Okay, if you were building a Gravekeeper deck, you need a friend who's bought one or two Star Strike Blast booster boxes, two Structure Deck Merrics, some staples, and Ryo. You want the Star Strike Blast booster box for the Recruiter, which is really an essential in these kinds of decks. Now, $50 to $70, you might say that's pretty expensive for cards. Well, a really good Twilight deck would be around $400. Okay, start off. Now, two Assailants. Gravekeeper's Assailant. These are really good. They change the battle position because some strong attack monsters have weak defense. And most Gravekeepers are beat sticks when they have Necro Valley on the field. 3 Descendants. I only have 2, but if I were to get 3, then 3 Descendants. Obviously, 3 Spies. 2 Guards. They're good for Sheens and things like that. They just pop it. Not pop. Return to the hand. Whatever it's called. Bounce it, yeah. 3 Recruiter. I only have 1 Recruiter that's real. I proxied the rest. Recruiter is good because it searches for some of your other Gravekeepers, such as Commandants. You might say, no, run 2 Commandants. But no, if you search it with Recruiter, that's an instant Necro Valley. So you have a face-down spy you sell on the last turn. You have a Descendant in your hand. You can flip summon the Spy, summon a Recruiter, normal summon the Descendant, pop those 2 monsters and pop that your opponent's 2 cards. Since Recruiter was sent into your graveyard, you can add Command into your hand, then discard it and get a Necro Valley. 1 Spear Soldier, if you want, you could take it out. It's just another card you can summon Spy, in case you run out. 2 Descendants. Visionary. Visionary is really good. It's hard to get rid of. And every time you use his effect to discard a card and stop his destruction, it gains more attack. A Spirit Reaper. Useful wall. Lava Golem. It's good for these kinds of decks because it burns your opponent and you could easily get rid of it if you don't want it there, if you don't want the 3000 attack beat stick on your opponent's side of the field. But it's good. It's meant for like your opponent has Shooting Star Dragon and Red Nova Dragon, Lava Golem. That's done with. Midoriya. It's like a Raikou, except you don't want to mill 3 in a Gravekeeper deck, or else you might be milling cards you really need. Malefic Stardust, really good. If you have Malefic Stardust and Necro Valley, now that Trunade's banned, it's going to be really hard to get rid of a Necro Valley when there's a Malefic Stardust on the field. Gravekeeper's Chief. This is just, you summon some of the Gravekeeper monsters from the graveyard. It's good. Just run 1 of those. I wouldn't recommend more than 1 unless you're building one of those decks that revolves around Chief, and so you can use Reborn and things like that. Obviously, 3 Necro Valley. MST, I would run 2 of these, but I only have 1. Book of Moon, my brother, I have 1 of these, I got Merrick, but my brother took it because he just wanted it. Obviously, Duality. If you're experienced at Yu-Gi-Oh! And you have a Gravekeeper deck, you don't run Duality, there's something wrong with you. Allure of Darkness. Allure of Darkness is just the general drawer. I have Nightmare Steel Cage, but just pretend it's swords. Swords is useful, not Steel Cage. Steel Cage annoys. 2 Steles, I only have 1. Stele is good, brings Gravekeeper's back, and you just rub it in your opponent's face that you can add cards from your grave to your hand, while they can't. Judgment. Sakuretsu can become Deep Prison. I don't have Deep Prison, I didn't buy Machine of Mayhem. 2 Red Spirits. You can also run 2 Deep Prisons. 2 Red Spirits. Red Spirits, another card that rubs in your opponent's face when you can special summon from your graveyard while your opponent can't. Excuse me. I run 2 of them, but I don't even have 1. I don't like to proxy 2 of the same card, except in Recruiter's case, I really need 3 of those. Besides, I'm gonna get 2 Recruiter by the end of tomorrow. Mirror Force, just your basic staple. Starlight Road is kind of useful. You want to get Stardust out really fast. There are no tuners in this deck, so this is the only way you're going to get Stardust. Dark Illusion. All cards that are removed from play, I'm pretty sure all cards that are removed from play that aren't banned target. So, if your opponent tries to deprison your Visionary, just Dark Illusion it. And Deck Devastation Virus. Since a lot of Gravekeepers have 2000 attack, you can use Deck Devastation Virus, tribute it, and then wipes out, well, your opponent can't summon a Shien anymore. TGs get wiped out. A lot of decks get wiped out with that. Then you can add any staples you wish. I guess that's it for this deck. I have 2 other random staples in it, but they're not really good. My Gravekeeper deck is easily my strongest deck. I just don't know where my Ryos went. My Ryos were proxies, but I don't know where they went. You should run 2 Ryo. I think they're in my my tin somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Run 2 Ryo. 2 Ryo. 2 Ryo. It's Ryo. So there's a Ryo here and a Ryo here. Ryo. They are beat sticks, and then they get summons. It's like a Steel Swarm, except no minor. In your extra deck, you should have a Stardust Dragon. I don't feel like getting that. Steel Swarm Roach, I don't have that. I plan to buy a booster box of Generation Force, or my brother does. I might buy a booster box of Light of Destruction. Whatever. Okay, you should also have a Utopia. I don't have one of those. I didn't like the starter deck, so I didn't buy it. I don't like Utopia that much. What other level? The Vylon Ixie thing. It doesn't matter. And I guess that should be your extra deck. Okay, this is Mega Nominator. Subscribe, comment, rate, whatever. Friends, or whatever you do on this YouTube's thing. Good.